kid is gonna go to fucking college. Like, I'm sorry. Not every child.
I probably should have made a drink though.
You should. I mean, you can still do it. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us. We've been in a fiery debate off air on whether every kid should go to college or can go to college or whatever it might be. I don't know. Everyone's got a different opinion. My opinion is that not every kid wants to go. I mean,
College is not for everybody.
It's not.
That's just the fucking truth.
And you do what you want to. You do what makes you happy in life. You do what makes you.
Because I mean, like Balmer's on right now, right? I mean, me and Balmer are in the same industry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much money he makes, but I know he makes pretty good money.
Yeah.
And I mean, judging from how long I've known him, I'm pretty sure he graduated from college. No offense, bro. Neither did I. But like, a lot of people in our industry didn't graduate from college. I mean, there are a lot of people that did, and they get maybe put ahead as far as when they initially come in.
Yeah.
But like anything, cream rises to the top, man. If you're good at what you do, you're gonna be fucking king of the fucking hill.
You know,
and I still want to know how much Betty Girl made when she fucking worked at TMS.
You know,
just because I'm, you know,
you're nosy.
No, I'm not nosy.
Or just want to compare who was the best salesperson.
I was the best salesman. I was the best fucking salesman that fucking Mobile Solution ever.
I don't know. I was talking with Betty Girl the other day. She said you were second best.
First off, I don't think she ever beat me once in her entire life, and she was always at better stores.
She said she could move much more product than you.
Had some. Well, you're talking about drugs? Because that might be true.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get under your skin.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Foreskin.
No, even when Gym 2 comes on, fuck that. I know I was the fucking best at Mobile Solution.
Gym 2 said no comment when asked who was the better salesperson. You know, you might be the better salesperson, but I mean, the sales themselves are kind of a different story.
You know, there was this one guy that used to always beat me, and I felt like he had the worst name of all time. Ubaldo Grimaldo.
That's hard.
And he looked, you know what he looked like?
He looked like a Ubaldo Grimaldo.
He looked exactly like the guy from Despicable Me. The
Gru, the bad guy. Bald, pointy nose.
I'm going to find a picture of him, and you're going to fucking laugh.
That's not good. You know, the truth is that, you know, no, I know what I was going to say. There's an old adage, or there's an old saying that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, right? And the truth is, for most
Betty Girl commenting? I want to know what she is.
No, Belmer did.
Does he know him?
Belmer said, to us, it's our experience versus their book knowledge. Richard, how many times have engineers come to us for help?
It's true. Those motherfuckers are smart.
No, fuck engineers. Stupid asses trying to design where to put a starter in a truck. Idiots. Change your own fucking oil. You put the oil pan in the place. You put the oil filter above it with an angle where the oil spills all over the thing. Fuck engineers. But back to what I was saying. The idea that if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. The truth is that most of us don't love our jobs.
Yeah, I don't love my job. I like my job.
I like my job. We're good at our jobs. We find the joy in our jobs. But my uncle is a carpenter, a true carpenter. He'll walk in, he'll look at a kitchen, measure, build cabinets, custom for that person's kitchen, and he's fucking good at it, okay? I've seen the difference between someone who comes in and puts prefabbed cabinets and then puts crown molding to cover up the differences, and what he does as far as making sure that they fit all the way through. It's night and day.
I bet. That's what I have here.
And he loves it. And he's made a
I don't know if you really see if you can see it.
Oh yeah, it kind of does look like her. He looks like the bad guy from any like Colombian drug smuggling movie. But the truth is that if you truly love what you do and you're able to make a living out of it, whatever it might be.
They're saying it's skipping. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's on.
Oh, yeah, good for her.
We don't talk to you from Idaho.
Yeah, I can't say it. You know what? Have I ever tell you the true reason why I hate her?
Yvette?
Yeah.
Why? Because she has the same name as your fiance?
No, not even that. Because she always steps on my toes when it comes to our birthday. Because of where her birthday is and where my birthday is. Like, I try and do something for my birthday, and she'll always be like, "Oh, I'm one-upping Kevin," and I might just run over her.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It won't be that difficult to run over her.
No. Yeah. Anyway,
She says one of us needs to have her phone. I don't know how us being on our phone affects.
I think it's her.
Yeah, I think your Wi-Fi sucks, dude.
I think it's just.
All right, so the lotto is up to 550, dude. I know we've already had this conversation about what we would do, but I want to recap with my friends that are on so they can understand what money they're not getting after I win.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't come knocking. I will shoot you.
So I've decided. So where I live now, I live in a complex that's like 40 units. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. About
40 units.
Yeah.
I would buy a complex very similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
My friends that don't have homes now, I'd say you can live here free for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta pay for is like your obviously like the taxes,
Utilities, yeah.
utilities, and all that shit. And don't ever ask me for any fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
And for my friends that own homes, I pay their houses off. I buy my mom, my brother, and my sister a home,
Mm-hmm.
and we move on with our lives.
Yeah.
Don't bother me for shit. And that's kind of the extent of what I would want to do. Now maybe we might want to fucking I don't know, fucking vacation or something. I'm gonna restart this real quick. So you tell us what you think. What you gonna do?
As far as where are you gonna restart?
Just the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, my idea, like, depending on what I won, obviously would determine how much I would give away to friends and family. If I only
Yeah, my thing is obviously I'm assuming you went the $500 million.
Yeah. Okay. I can understand that because I've looked at it and let's say you won a $8 million lotto, you're probably only taking home about 3.
Yeah.
Then to say I'm gonna buy a.
I'm still gonna buy the complex and you can live there.
Well, I
You,
appreciate that.
you can buy the complex and you still have money left over.
You'd be coming close. I think you wouldn't have a whole lot left over.
You'd be good, bro.
I think you underestimate the entire value of 40 units. But okay, so let's go generation.
Well, I'm sorry, Dahmer, it's still skipping. I apologize.
Let's assume that you take home 100 million. And for those of you that are watching online right now and it's skipping, what I would say is make sure you go to the Anchor app and listen
Yes.
to the podcast itself where we actually get registered numbers. And
Yeah, they updated the numbers now.
Yeah.
I know we're talking a lot about.
Yeah.
So before we would get like how many average listens you would get per episode.
Mhm.
Now it tells us how many people they think listen. And remember, what was the number you said? Dozens and dozens?
Mhm.
The number 17. We have 17 listeners.
So we're almost at dozens.
And dozens. We have a dozen.
Yeah. No.
Plus 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're half a dozen, I'm going to count that as dozens. 1.5.
Baker's dozen.
Baker's dozens. So let's assume that you're winning generation. 500 million, you're taking home probably what?
220.
Yeah, probably about 220. What I'm doing is I'm taking a number, and depending on the percentage, let's say it's 10%, so you take home 220. I'm taking about 22 million, and I'm putting it into a pool. And my mom, my dad, aunts and uncles, they're all getting a percentage of that. And then I said, what I'm going to do is have my council of friends, and I'm going to take the names of certain friends, and we're all going to have a nice round table discussion. And I'm going to say, okay, look, I'm going to say 10 of you guys. So the 10 of you right now, around this table, can each take home $2 million.
Done.
But that's all I'm giving out.
That's way more than I'm giving.
Now,
I guess if you calculate how much rent is every month times the rest of your life, it might equal 2 million.
so now, if you have people that you want additional money to, here's the $10 million. Outside of what you guys are getting, if you want a name in that hat, you got to give it to them. So let's use you for an example.
So if I want to add, let's say Ricky's not involved in this, and I want to add Ricky.
So
That takes away from my 2 million.
no, we're going to take that out of the separate fund. but you have to give it to them. So when they come to ask for more money, they go to you, not to me.
Well, I'll tell them where it came from.
That's fine, but you guys,
You think I just walk around with $2 million in my fucking bank account? Come
you
on,
guys
bro.
choose. You choose who it goes to. That way, the bottom line is this money is given into the pool that you guys are the trustees for.
This is always fun because I know everybody's had this thought, like, if I won the lotto, I would do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I would love to hear what people think, what do they think they would do with that money, and how would they spend it, and how quickly you think it's gonna be gone.
I honestly, and I know that everybody thinks this, I honestly think that I could make do. If I took home, after taxes and all that, if I took home 3.5, I'd be okay. I'd be set because I would break it down per month interest plus, all of the additional money that I get from certain things. I live on a budget now, right? Like you live on a budget, we all live on a budget. As long as you understand that even though you won the lotto, your life is still on a budget, it's just a much easier budget, you're fine. I think a lot of people that win the lotto who don't budget, they're in $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 credit card debt. They're not living on a budget now, they're not going to when they win the lotto.
That's why they go broke.
Real quick after.
Hey, I don't know if Annie's still on, but if I won the lotto, I'm buying gardens off you.
Oh, wait, don't change the tacos. Don't change the tacos.
I'm just saying, I'm just letting her know. I'm buying her out.
I'd actually, yeah, that's fine. I'll just go in for tacos. I know some of the things that you would
I'm
invest
saying
in.
that wasn't my joke. That was actually Jason's joke. But I took it from him. She said deal.
Yeah. As far as businesses and entrepreneurship, I know where you would go with it. What type of, like I was talking about earlier, what type of bucket list things would you do if you had lotto money?
I would go to Iceland. I don't know why. I just think that that place has always looked very intriguing to me. And
Okay.
then, some of the world's strongest men have came from there. Seriously. Like imagine these big ass fucking men just walking damn, I'm this little 5'9" guy walking around like everybody's a giant.
Who's this dark-haired guy in here?
I would go to Iceland, but I heard the women are beautiful in Iceland too, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say the men first, so that people understand where I'm coming from.
Well, yeah.
I would travel. I would just travel. Like I would go to a lot of different places. I would go to Thailand. I think I would go to.
You would come back with a disease.
Well, I mean, who's saying I'm not going there with a disease?
Touche, sir. Touche, sir.
I would go visit this nice city called Downey. Have you been there? They have $1 million homes there.
There's a Benihana there now.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Betty Girl says she'd get Lakers floor seats. Well, yeah. I mean, Lakers seats, Dodgers seats. I'd probably get.
I don't know if I would buy season tickets for things like that because there's so many games and I feel like you wouldn't go.
No, but I mean, again, I know you.
I would go. Okay, so I bought 20 game.
Even with
package.
$200 million in your bank, you'd still sell the other tickets.
You're probably right. I still try to rate people on
Yeah.
prices and shit.
Yes.
Make my money.
I would buy tickets. I would buy season tickets, and I would give them.
I would definitely buy.
charities.
I would definitely buy a place in New
Right
York.
now.
I would definitely buy a place in New York.
Mhm.
Let's see what Annie has to say. This is kind of a.
You read. For me, I have a bucket list of things that I would like to see. I mentioned earlier that I would definitely want to see the Aurora Borealis. If you go to the North Pole, they're the green lights that shine in the sky. Like,
You talked about these earlier, right?
yeah, I did on this show. Even like maybe a half hour ago, if you were paying attention.
I wasn't.
Thanks, bro. Just that kind of thing. Okay. I would swim with the sharks, like great whites in Africa. Like I would fly, get in that cage that they put in the water, and I want to see the great whites. Like I want to do that. I would find a way to like snorkel and ride one of those big ass like manta rays.
Manatees?
No, not manatees. Those are the big fat things in Florida. Like the big stingrays that don't have the stingers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
like
never heard of those.
they're like 18 feet across. They're huge.
And Annie said that this is an opportunity for you to set a dependence for life, like generations and generations.
Mhm.
Not having to worry about things.
Yeah. No, I would say You know, here's
Fuck
the
him,
thing.
Annie. Fuck him.
No, here's the thing, Annie. My
I'm
son,
giving all my shit to charity. Fuck him.
I would set up my son, but there would be certain stipulations that he would have to accomplish along the way to get what he wants. And by the way, Annie, just real quick, I don't know how often you listen to the show. Like every show, we shout out gardens, so just keep that in mind when my tab for like 12 tacos comes up. But I would definitely set up my son where they wouldn't be, you know, they wouldn't be meager things. He would definitely be just fine. He would live well. But like, okay, dude, you gotta graduate high school. If you graduate high school, your college is free. Like, all you gotta do
You're
is
not gonna do what those fucking rich people did and try to bribe the
no, I'm
colleges?
not gonna bribe the colleges. Like, but you gotta graduate high school. Then once you graduate high school, then your college is free. Finish college and your house is free. Okay? With that house, maybe 2 or 3 other houses. Like, so now you manage property. Like, make it, you know, obviously silver spoon, but you still have to, as a parent, you still have to teach rewards.
We got a sponsor.
Do
You got a sponsor.
we? But the bottom line is like, yeah, I'm gonna set up my son, but he's not gonna be on a fucking yacht at 19
He
years
probably will
old.
be. It'll be your yacht, but he'll be on one.
Okay, but it's not gonna be like these spoiled.
But the question is, will he be on a yacht and be like, I bet you this bitch will suck my dick with this lobster tail on it?
I might be. I'm sorry, honey. No. Oh, so for my fiance, no. Yeah, no. Good for
That
him.
would be interesting though, because I mean, your mouth will be pretty wide to be able to suck a lobster tail.
Suck a lobster. But for most people, they understand that money makes you more of what you are.
Yeah.
So if you're an asshole, money's gonna make you more of an asshole.
Ooh, I feel bad for everybody now.
Me, I'm a very strict disciplinarian with my son. I think money would make me more strict, but I do like to reward him when he does certain things really well, and I think it wouldn't change me to make me like honey boo boo bad parent. I think what it would do is,
Honey boo boo.
you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, no, it's
Fat
funny.
little white girl. Yeah.
She's not little.
But it would just exponentially make those
Well, that's
little
the reason why I said I would buy a complex like this, because I feel like no matter what, it's going to be a return on my investment,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether anybody lives there or not.
Right.
I would just be, you know what? When I win a lot of guys, don't worry, I'll probably forget about you. Peace out. No, just kidding.
And me,
Do
not. If I win the lotto, if you hear that like an Asian guy from Whittier won the lotto, don't come to me.
or
Find one of my friends and bother them for that like side pool of money, because I already have my list. And I guarantee you that the property that I will have once I win the lotto, you will fall into an alligator pit. Like, you're gonna die if you come and just knock on my door. I don't like any of you all that much.
So let's talk about. Oh damn it! I didn't save the. Let's talk about Am I the Asshole, because Benny goes on and she posted something very interesting today, but
She did.
damn it, I didn't save what the Am I the Asshole column was.
That's
so.
okay. I know that we can touch on Betty Girl's question because she threw this out to her followers. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, how many of you guys out there would be willing to let your girlfriend give them their phone
Mm-hmm. And not worry.
and not worry about it?
Right.
Do you want to answer that, or do you want to answer it first?
I think it'd be easier for you to answer.
Because I don't have a girlfriend? Is that why?
I mean, I don't gender assume, and I also don't sexual
Well, you
orientation.
mean, I don't have a significant other.
There you go, sir. Thank you. We'll get rid of that whole fucking like 15 genders when the asterisk is, by the way.
Oh my god. There's only 2 genders, change your mind. Okay, so check it out. For me, and obviously I'm only speaking for me, I haven't been in a relationship in fucking however long. So years. I don't have a fucking code on my phone. I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
password. I don't have face recognition. I don't have any of that. Now, granted, I don't have one of the newer phones, so that's probably all going to change. It's a 7,
Oh,
7S or whatever the fuck it's called. So if I were to ever put a password on my phone, then you know I'm doing something dirty. That's just the truth.
Now, would
So-
you feel comfortable giving your significant other your password?
No, because if that's the person I'm deciding to be with, then
Even like girlfriend, like it's your girlfriend, don't know where it's going, but it's your girlfriend.
if she's my girlfriend and we're at that level, then no, I don't have a problem with it because what do I have to hide? Now, granted, if you start looking through it, you might find something from 8 months ago. You might find something from the time where you're not sure we're together, but we were
Right.
dating,
Mhm.
but I was still fucking talking to other girls. You can't get mad at me for that, and I will throw that back in your face, like,
Yeah.
bro, you're tripping.
You know, one of the things that's interesting to me is I've been with my fiance for so long that when I go through my like Instagram feeds and stuff, it's really she's the only female on my feeds.
What do you mean feeds?
Well, I don't know, when you go back through your history on Instagram, like she's the like if there's pictures of girls, it's only her and I.
You're talking about your actual post.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm not up on all the cool rumors.
Well, yeah, because your feed is like, well, I guess you're right. Never mind. I'm thinking about the little bubble on the top. Like
Oh,
feed,
your
that's-
stories.
Yeah,
I thought that was stories.
you're probably right. I'm an idiot.
Either way.
You're right. I'm wrong.
The point is that she's the only girl that's been on there. So if we were to break up, am I supposed to go through and like delete all of those?
Okay, so I feel like that's like a. I'm gonna say no,
hmm
but with a grain of salt, meaning like no now, but then if you meet someone, out of respect, you should delete them,
Okay.
because it's just like one of those things where it's like it's gonna come back to you. But I will say this though, and I've said this on this podcast multiple times, and I've told this to my friends. If I ever got a girlfriend, I'm deleting my social media, because that shit is just gonna cause too much problems.
It's a good idea.
Not just because of me, just because. Okay, so I know you know this, and you don't have to speak on it if you don't want, but when you break up with a girl, or a girl breaks up with you, and you're newly single, or you're newly in a relationship,
Mhm.
either way, they smell it on
Oh.
you. Okay, so
Bullshit.
now picture that shit,
And that's both sexes.
Exactly.
by the way.
and that shit's even glorified even more with social media.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you do, whether it's you delete pictures, once you start deleting pictures of someone, someone that's interested in you realizes it. So I would rather just get in a relationship and delete my social media because I feel like it causes more problems.
So I'm gonna throw my chick's business out there.
Oh, not like you have before.
Yeah, not like we've talked about ass licking or butt plugs or anything like that.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
So, my fiance had a situation with a family member that hurt her. That it hurt her, right? Okay, so
Hurt my heart.
and in all seriousness, like
Sorry. I didn't mean to
I'll
talk
fuck with her about it, but the bottom line is like she was truly hurt, and she posted a picture on her social media. And I remember the picture because it was like three hands, and they were like cartoon hands, and one of them was holding a rope, and it said something along the lines of like sometimes it's easier to let go
Then the whole
than to
lot
hold on and get hurt. And the point was that the rope,
was burning her hand.
exactly, yeah. So one picture was holding the rope, the other one the hand was all torn up, right? So
It's on my hand is after I'm done jacking off.
well, all us guys when it's been a long day. But the point was the picture, if you just look at it, you're gonna think she's having dude trouble, right? It's one of those
what
like,
did you do wrong, dude?
well, that's the thing, is I didn't do anything wrong. But
Not
the
yet.
picture indicates that like holding on to a relationship is sometimes more painful and it hurts you.
You don't think
more.
about a relationship like you think about boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
You don't think family. You don't think that. So I saw it. I knew what it was regarding. So I hit like and I just noticed.
That's even
that
weird to do too. when you
It
like
is,
that.
but nevertheless, all of a sudden, there's a little post on there that says, "Thank you so much for the inspiration."
From a
blah blah
dude.
blah from a dude.
You're trying to get some pussy.
Now, how do I know? Because I was like, "Who the fuck?" I click on it.
Too
and
much
it's a
problems.
dude.
Too much problems. See,
And so I told her like.
you can't do
He's
things like that
trying to get his wiener wet
with
inside you.
your vagina.
Yeah. No. give her the straight face. And it took about 2 months for her to be like, okay, yeah, all right. And I was like, you don't have to tell me if it like slid to the DMs. I trust that you're not fucking him because I know, it's just like, I know this was regarding this.
But see how much, it's
But
like
how
so
quick,
small.
like, but
I'm not talking about the dick either.
probably. But the point was, is like, it's like blood in the water with sharks. Like,
They smell it, dude.
they smell it and they're like, oh yeah, thanks. And I made fun of her a few times, and I'm kind of an asshole about this, but I was like, oh yeah, thanks so much for posting that. It was so inspirational to my penis.
I'll come suck it.
And now, and she knows, and she's like, okay, like she finally admitted, like, yeah, who the fuck is going to just be like, oh, that post that's been reposted like 20 times on Pinterest and Instagram. No, it spoke to me this time.
God, we're dogs.
And,
We're
and,
dogs.
and here's the thing is, I get like, all right, dude, like whoever you are, I don't even remember. Like, no, it is what it. Like, go for it. Like, you tried. I get it. You posted something that's not that's so innocuous, but yet had she responded with something, whatever it might be, like,
You know what?
we all go through drama. That's gonna start that conversation, that circle.
So what I want to say, and I want to make sure I say this right, 'cause I'm not trying to like talk shit about your girl. Like that's not the point of it. But the truth is like how oblivious women can be to like the most random. And I'm not trying to talk shit about your girl, dog.
Well, no,
I'm not trying to talk shit about your girl.
I-
But the truth is like girls are so oblivious to like the intentions of men. It's fucking crazy.
Did I talk about this on the show?
I don't know, maybe.
My
Probably not.
my coworker.
Oh yeah. The guy the girl that the guy kept walking to the desk.
He kept walking by a printer to come to the printer in our section.
But he was like 2 printers away.
And he would always stop and talk to the girl that sat in the cubicle next to me.
That's small talk there, right?
And I finally told her, like,
He's an ass girl.
he wants you bad. And it was oblivious to her. What? And not playing dumb, she was like, what?
That's so awesome.
And
I mean,
guy,
it still works.
every guy that sat around her looked. And our nerdy IT guy, he's typing away, right? He's running code for Excel, and he's like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
you, my dear, you're being courted.
He said courted.
And went back to
I
typing.
think I said the same thing last time.
And it was like, oh my god. Ladies, you're completely oblivious. And that's okay. Like,
Every like is means something. Just make sure you understand that.
we're not talking, and I'm not talking down, and I'm not trying to belittle women. That's not it. It's that I think you think the best of men, and you really can't. Like, lowest common denominator, penis, always.
Yeah.
Guy comments on something, penis.
We always think with our little head.
He likes my picture, penis. Like, just always default down, lowest common denominator, penis.
All right. So, what other am I the asshole do you want to go over? I gave you a couple. The crying one or the wedding?
Let's start with crying.
All right. So, am I the asshole for starting to cry during sex? I've never had a boyfriend due to my anxiety, but I started to accept one-night stands with guys I've known for at least several months. However, I'm extremely self-conscious about my body and sometimes even mad about my small boobs, unattractive features, large hips, and masculine body. I usually wear oversized clothes just to hide my flaws, and when it comes to my face, I even hide it or look down when I talk to someone because I always think that the other person judges my appearance. Due to this extreme anxiety, I feel very tense during intercourse, and for several times I ended up crying and feeling guilty just in the middle of it. My negative thoughts take control on me, and I just can't stop, even though the other person feels good and wants to continue. Am I the asshole for this?
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, of course. I always want you to go first because I'll come last.
So here's the deal. You have to understand who you are. You are either a warm-up girl.
Explain what a warm-up girl is.
A warm-up girl is someone that a guy is not going to take seriously, just going to hit it, quit it, but maybe you're out of the game for a while and you just need that like AAA ball before you head to the big leagues. You know, that quick starter, slump buster, Hagen, as some people have said it.
Hagen? I've never said that, but okay, go ahead.
Hagen, like you're just going looking for hogs.
Hagen Dazs?
Mm-hmm. Or you're not valuing yourself enough. So accept what you are. Either accept that you're a warm-up girl and guys are just going to go like, okay, I don't want to work that hard. I just want to get this so that I'm primed and ready to go for the dating world. Like, you know, just get that easy one out. Like, it's like jacking off before you go out on a date. Or you may be giving it up too easy. Like, if you're sleeping with guys and you're fucking and you're so self-conscious about yourself, you're not enjoying sex, then you're giving it up too easy, because sex should be like fun for both people.
Well, okay, so I don't know if I want to say I disagree, because I don't know if that's necessarily the word I want to use, or the term, but like, I just think she's way too hard on herself. Like, if the guy, because at the end of the statement she said, I start crying and the guy still wants to continue to go. And look, if he was not attracted to you and he wasn't about that, I mean, I've been in this position where I'm like, you know, I might have wanted it in the beginning, and then you like get them naked and you're like, nah, I'm good. Don't act like you haven't been in those positions. And I'll stop. I'll just like, you know, I'd rather not just do this. Like, it's just not the right time. Whatever.
I got an early day tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, I gotta play golf tomorrow. That's always.
That's a money one.
That is a money one, because I always have to play golf the next day. I just think she's just too insecure. Like that's the thing she needs to work on before anything. I mean, I can't speak for her. Obviously, I'm not in her position. She has anxiety over.
We don't know what you look like. We don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of
it
things.
Sounds like she's like a bodybuilder with small boobs. I don't know, because she said she has masculine features.
Well, okay, so let's take this one by one. Rich, would you not sleep with a girl because she had small boobs?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I don't care. I'm down. What about you?
I don't care.
Yeah.
You can have little boobs.
Small boobs, big boobs, medium boobs,
Yep. And
one boob.
like, this is going to take you to a sad
Three
level.
boobs.
If you had like breast cancer and didn't have boobs, I'm still okay. Can you suck a dick good?
I was thinking the same thing right now, and I was like, oh, that's me. He said breast cancer, and I was like, could
No.
you suck a dick?
I mean, here's the thing: is your tits are the frosting on top of the cake that makes the design. But not the shitty frosting from like Albertsons, but like the good quality, good tasting frosting, right? If there's just frosting, or
You're not as excited about it if it's just frosting.
well, but the cake is still there, right? It's still
Yeah.
good.
No, what I'm saying is, if it was just frosting, you still want the cake
You
with.
still want the cake.
So what's important is the cake.
The important part is the cake, which has frosting. Now maybe you make a cool design and it's real pretty, but the bottom line is it's still cake, right? The fact that you're willing to let my penis go inside you, whether it be in your mouth, your ass, your pussy, okay. Maybe you don't have tits at all.
Your ear,
That's fine. What?
your ear,
What?
your ear.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
So you mentioned that you're self-conscious about your tits. Listen, tits are earrings. Sometimes we notice they're there, sometimes we don't. Right? Your pussy. Do you have a pussy? Is it taken care of? Is it
Smell good.
smell good? Taste good?
Smell good.
That's it. Hey, listen, guy. It sounds like you're having lots of sex or multiple sex or whatever it might be.
I just think you
That's
guys
what
like
taking you home.
accept the fact that like whatever you look like, you look like. Like
Yeah.
if you can change certain things as far as like if you were fat
Fucking
and,
own
and,
it.
you can lose weight and that would make you feel
Mhm.
better, then go
Mhm.
ahead.
Never stop improving. Don't, no, and we're not.
But no, but you don't need to improve. You don't if you
If it makes you happy,
yeah, if you truly are okay with that, I just think this girl's way too insecure, and that's something that I don't think anybody but herself can fix or
Listen,
rectify.
there are 300-pound women that wear bikinis at the
And they
beach,
get stuff.
and I personally think it's disgusting, but they still get dick. The reason they still get dick is because, ladies, Richard and I are going to let you behind the curtain in Oz, okay? Get prepared,
So horse
Dorothy.
didn't call it.
Get prepared, Dorothy. That was a good reference.
You like that?
I was fucking impressed just now. Bring Toto. Check this out. You have a pussy.
We're down.
We're down. Like, when you accept that I'm a woman, I have a pussy, men want it, own it, that confidence is far more interesting than the fact that you don't like this, that, or this about yourself. You can control dudes because you have a pussy. Own who you are. Next one.
All right, here's the last one before we end our 64th episode that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's saying, will I be the asshole for not wanting my stepdad involved in my wedding? So I'm planning my wedding for 2021. My mom, so I'm assuming this person like
English, yeah, it sounds like it.
has been with my stepdad for about 19 years. We have never had a good relationship. He has said / done a lot of mean things to me. My mother knows but didn't care and has never said anything to him. I don't want him involved in my wedding. I don't want him in my wedding photos. Also for the fear of him ruining the photos by doing something stupid like pulling the face, which he has done in photos in the past. No speech, nothing. I'm only inviting him because if I don't, it will cause a shitstorm, and I can't be bothered by dealing with it. My dad's girlfriend will also be not involved, but they haven't been together for as long. Will I be the asshole for not wanting him involved? So I've already started this, I don't want to call it protest, but like I've already expressed my
Campaign.
to my mom and my dad about weddings.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought on this is, it's your wedding. You do what the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying for it. Now, if he's paying for all of it, if you're accepting his money, then you kind of need to.
Different story.
Yeah, but if you're paying for it or your mom's paying for it, then maybe you need to fucking oblige by having him in it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You have who you want in it. It's your wedding. It's your day. I feel like that question right there is kind of like how society is right now. We're just so influenced by other people's, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not personality, influenced by their opinions, that it's kind of sad. Like, if you're not strong enough to tell your family no or this or that, then how at some point will you be able to tell a boss that they're wrong? Or, like, because your family's someone you should be able to confide in and talk to with those kind of things. So that's just my point of view on it. I mean, what do you think? Fuck them.
Are you the asshole for not wanting your stepdad in the wedding? There's a lot of things we don't know. She said that whoever it is, this person said that they never had a good relationship.
So that should answer that right there for you.
I don't know all the dynamics. Maybe he's the nicest guy in the world. You grew up a bitch, hated him, whatever it might
Which is
be.
possible.
Which is possible.
Goes to your wedding.
If he's the nicest guy in the world and you were just a bitch to him your whole life, or maybe he's an asshole and you've been nothing but nice, the bottom line is, are you the asshole for not wanting to be in your wedding? Fuck no. It's your wedding. You do what you want to do. Here's the advice that I would give to you. Go talk to your photographer before the wedding and tell them the drama. Talk to the DJ before your wedding. Tell him or her the drama. When I got married, our DJ talked to us and was like, okay, so what kind of songs do you want? And, it's like, okay, what's your first dance song? What do you want to come out to? This and that, blah, blah, blah. Is there anyone you don't want getting a microphone? he said, I've had plenty of weddings where the bride or the groom comes and says, I don't want Uncle Richard or Aunt Richie or whoever it might be talking.
She seemed like a bitch.
She's a fucking bitch. Which you should meet her husband is a dick. But he was very clear, like, if you don't want people getting the mic and improvising, what I can do is just put it away and say, hey, listen, it's not connecting right now. A good DJ, a good photographer will say, let me be the bad guy. So the photographer can say, all right, here's my list of pictures. It's real mom, no fake dad.
Real mom.
Real dad, no fake mom, and married couple. Okay, fake dad, fake mom, asshole, stepdad, real mom. And then that photographer can just delete those fucking pictures. You don't have to get them. Talk to the coordinators, talk to all these people. You can very easily and strategically get them this.
But it sounds like the guy wants to be involved in the wedding.
You know what? Unless he's writing a check, fuck you. I pay for
I wonder if this girl's getting money from him and like still doesn't want him involved.
That's a different situation.
Then
Look,
she is the asshole.
if you're taking money, then
You shouldn't even accept the money, honestly.
If
you
it's
have
that
if
important,
it's that bad of a relationship, you shouldn't even eat. But people would accept that money. They would.
you have to run that balance. But understand, accept the money, accept the terms. Don't accept
So
the
I
money.
know you had was it like Lamrada? No, Lamrada was it Lamrada?
It was La Habra.
La Habra,
Yeah,
okay. Same difference.
Yeah, real close.
So what are you guys planning for this next wedding? Like for this one, what do you guys?
It's a very, I have no idea.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about, and obviously I'm not with anybody, but like, I think we'll do a destination wedding just because I think that for me, it's already difficult to get people out in general.
Oh yeah.
Granted, like every year I always have a good turnout for my birthday, but there's always some people that can't show up. Like, for instance, like you weren't able to show up, and it's all good. I invited you, don't act like I didn't.
To what?
To Japex.
You didn't invite me.
Yes, I did. I put it in the group message. It's okay though. It doesn't matter. I'm not lying. But my point is, you got kids. So and so has kids. Blah blah blah. So if I have a destination wedding, like I feel like that would be one of those things where people can.
You have to make the effort.
Effort
if
to do
you
it.
want to go,
Yes.
you can go. I'm thinking destination as well. I just
Where would you guys?
that's the hard part. I'm not sure where.
Are you really looking it up right now? You have to look up pretty high
Yeah, I know.
to like March or like February, like
I
27th.
was gonna say we're in March. I won't go back.
It is matter.
Either way, no, you're not the asshole. It's your wedding, just like we've said to your kids. You live your own fucking life, and we'll purge these assholes out of there.
All right, guys, you have a go, man.
Peace.